Hey guys, what's up? As promised, I know I haven't gotten to it in a while. I've been too busy playing and not talking, not having a whole lot of time. I was planning on doing some giveaways. So, the stuff I'm going to give away is a lot of perler art that I personally made. And I have some sentimental value hooked to it a little bit because I made a lot of this stuff with my son. And they're not made the best. I could have done a better job. I was obviously learning how to do it. And ironing is kind of like an art to it because you got to just know how to do it perfectly. But I am going to give away some of them. I like to help out everybody. And I think it'd be pretty cool to have some stuff I made be hanging up in somebody's freaking game room. So, I'm going to go over some of this stuff, and if you're interested in anything, leave it in the comments. I'm also going to post it to my Instagram. I'm actually going to do more work with it on the Instagram. I'll get the addresses. I'll decide which ones I'm going to get rid of and this and that, all on Instagram. So this is just a quick video to see everything, especially if you're not on my Instagram. It's Ddenny at Instagram. So Ddenny29. That's Ddenny29. And let's jump right into this. This one I made. I had black backgrounds to all these because these were up in a very old game room I had when I lived at my old house. I was renting, and it was a very small place. I had a super tiny little room. It's actually on my Instagram. I can't believe I made all my stuff fit in there. I think my collection's grown quite a bit. But this is Nemo. This is from the Dream Master game, which I have to play this and get a live stream or something, video on it one of these days. I made Nemo. I had him hanging up in the room. I had these black backgrounds with everything. I'm not going to keep the black background for everybody because, yes, I ripped them all off because when I moved out, I had to get them all off the wall, and it was a lot easier to get them off this. I really don't even understand why he's still on there. But I cut these out, and I tried to do the best I could, and this is how I didn't have all those posters. Like when I showed you all those Nintendo Power posters, I didn't have all those back then. So here's one of the guys, Nemo. And I'll keep rolling here. Here's a pretty big one I made. Captain America from the Avengers. The Sega Genesis game is pretty much why I made this. This is a game I rented as a kid all the freaking time. Me and my brother loved to play it, and I played the heck out of it. So I thought, hey, I'm going to make one of these. So that was Captain America. This is a coin I made from Super Mario World. It's the little Yoshi gold coins you collect through it. Pretty easy to make, and I actually ironed this one super nice. Here's the first one I ever made. It was a Goomba. First one I ever made right here. This is pretty simple to make that. It's from obviously Super Mario Brothers. This is the Hylian Shield from Zelda. I seen a pattern of it online, decided to make it. This is from another one of my favorite games I played a lot when I was little, Blades of Steel. Cling! That's what it does in the game. But that one I decided to make. My favorite team's right here. It's Chicago, which is why I colored him that color. I'm not sure what color team that one was in the game. I'd have to look. I'm not sure what team that was. These two I'll do as a pair. Duck Hunt. I made the little duck hunt guys because I thought they'd be cool up on my wall, flying around, and one got shot. So I thought that'd be pretty cool, so I made those. Lakitu from Mario. To be honest, I think Megan made this one. She started getting into it. She seen me making them all. We used to sit around and just talk about everything that we're doing, and we would just make these. And this was one I believe she made. Did a fucking fantastic job. She ironed it very well, too. This is Tails from Sonic. This little sidekick Tails. I like Sonic. I played it a lot on Sega when I had it when I was little. So I made Tails. I thought it was pretty cool and easy to make. It was quick. One of my favorite NES games. Bionic Commando. I thought it'd be cool to have him hanging up on the wall. So that's another playthrough I got to do someday. Pretty easy to make this one too. Not a whole lot of perlers. And I got Kid Icarus. I want to say I made 2 of these because I screwed up on one. And I wonder if... I think this one's right. But yeah, Kid Icarus. Kirby, who I'm not a big fan of. Kirby's just one of them I'm not really into. But, pretty cool. And super easy to make. Look how little this is. One of my favorites right here. This one, I gotta hang it up. I can't believe I haven't went through and hung it up. I did kind of a shitty iron job. Bowser from Mario 3. This Bowser is dope. This is my favorite Bowser, favorite Mario. So this one is awesome. If you're wanting something like this, one that say I don't want to give away, I can always make it for you too. I mean, this probably took an hour, if that. That's probably a long time. It probably took me honestly about 45 minutes. So it's not hard to make. Just let me know. This one I've got for a special somebody. I think I know who's going to want it. Simon Belmont from Simon's Quest with the Flame Whip. The Flame Whip. Yeah, but I just thought that was a super dope design, so I went ahead and did it. And I actually ironed this one like a baller. Fucking badass. Can't do much better job than that. Alright, this one's awesome. One of my favorite games on the Genesis. It's on Super Nintendo too, but I played it on the Genesis. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and I'd always pick the boy. So I gotta go back and beat that sometime. I got to like the last freaking level and died. Like the last 4, the last password, and I freaking died. And then when you try to put it in the password and do it again, it's really hard because you have no ammo. Well, I gotta play through that sometime. We all know who this is. Yoshi from Super Mario World. That was a simple little design I made. This is one of my favorites. I could have ironed it a heck of a lot better. This is one of my first ones, though, when I took on something big. Little Mac Punching Glass Joe. One of my favorite ones. But like I said, I could have ironed it a lot better. If you were to see it, you can see me through it. You're supposed to close it up, and I have a lot of open stuff. But this right here, I had trouble. I think at one point it broke apart, and I had to get it back together. But I saved it, I thought, and it still looked really nice up on the wall. This one's pretty sweet, too. Jimmy. Jimmy from Double Dragon. Pretty awesome. I just recently, less than 6 months ago, beat this game for the first time. The first one. I beat all 3 of them, but first one's freaking tough. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Jason. I fucking made Jason, and I did a fantastic job ironing it. This was near the end when I started to get really freaking good at ironing, and this is super dope. Alright. Moving on, Arthur. Got Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins. Very simple pattern. Easy to make. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Another one of my favorite guys, Dr. Wily. From Mega Man. It's the bad guy in Mega Man. Dr. Wily. Kicked his ass about 10 times because I beat Mega Man 1 through 10. One of my favorite guys here, and a part of him freaking broke. And I don't know how. I think I was trying to get him off my wall when I was moving. One of my favorite characters that I swear they need to bring back. Why isn't he around anymore? Mauser. Mauser's pretty freaking awesome. I just love the character. I wish they used him more. It's from Super Mario Bros. 2. The dude that throws the bombs. Another one of my favorite characters. Oh my gosh. What's his name in America? What's his name in America from Adventure Island? It's not Wonder Boy. That's from overseas. Master Higgins. Master Higgins. There he is. I just beat those games recently, too. They're freaking awesome. All right, here we go. Got some Ryu from Ninja Gaiden. Ryu. Pretty awesome. Oh, and then you got your classic. Classic Link. Can't go wrong with that. Easy make. Real quick. Badass. Can make that in 5 minutes. Oh no, and he broke. Excite Bike. But he lost his tire. He lost his freaking tire. So I don't know where it is in there. That sucks. But Excite Bike, I could easily make that. Okay. Yes, I know I made a lot of these. I got into it for a while, like hardcore. Sonic. I had Tails. I had to make Sonic. This one came out pretty good. That was awesome. Megan made this one. It's the little Yoshis from Super Mario World. She did a real good job on that. That's a real quick pattern. Here's the asshole almost in all of gaming. Besides like the Hawks and Ninja Gaiden that are little assholes, you got the Phantom from Mario 2. He's a little asshole. He's the reason I didn't beat Mario 2 till I was older. This douchebag. So, yeah. Proto Man. Proto Man from Mega Man. Proto Man's a little, I guess you could call him kind of the vigilante. Helps out Mega Man. Sometimes he fights him. It's my main dude again. Bionic Commando. That's him on his normal stance when you're running through the game. One of my favorite freaking NES games. Here is the one I still gotta beat. Battletoads. I think it's Raz. I think this is Raz. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I think it's Raz, though. The main character, not the one player. I made this because I thought it was a cool design. The N64. Is it backwards? No. No. Yeah, I just made the N64. Thought it was cool to have the logo up on the wall. The one behind me up top, right here, I made that too. That's made out of perler beads. I made a Nintendo logo because I didn't want to spend $800 online on a freaking Nintendo light that people are trying to sell for. So I was like, you know what? I'll make one. I'll fucking make one. And that's exactly what I did. This one's dope too. This one's dope too. Ganon. The first Ganon. He was freaking blue. Which explains why in the cartoon he looked like that. Because in the first game, he wasn't all red and stuff. He was freaking blue. We got another one of my favorite characters that looks like a part of him broke. Yep, part of him broke. Which I could save right now, easily. The guy from Contra. And his leg's off. And it goes just like that, I think. Yep. I could easily re-iron that right now. That's very simple. One of my favorite games, too. Balloon Fight. I made a little Balloon Fight guy. Because out of the black box games, it's probably one of my favorites, man. I love Balloon Fight. And then I got a couple more. I made a Bullet Bill from Mario. And I made, if you can guess... Oh, shit. I made this from, hopefully right now you're saying it, Life Force. From Life Force. He got kind of screwed up from being inside this bin. So yeah, that's all the perler beads I've made. These are a couple gifts from a friend of mine. She got them for me a long time ago. It kind of got me started. I started looking at these. She bought me Mario and Mega Man. And I started thinking to myself, I think I can make these. I'm gonna try to make these because that does not look very hard. I never wanted to make no money off of them. Some people try. To be honest with you, at conventions, it drives me nuts how I see people with all perler bead stuff. Like you'll have these big, huge vendors that have all these freaking perler beads. And it's like, if you guys just tried... I am not an artsy type of dude, so it's easy. This stuff is simple. I could make this in 10 minutes. 10 minutes I could make this, and I think they're selling these online for like $8-9. I mean, I can make this in 10 minutes easily. It's all about just having the material. I'd spend more time just waiting in the mail to get the color of perler beads I need, because I had a vendor that had every single color, and I would just order what I needed. Another thing I wanted to point out, if you guys are looking at my sweater, it's a Nintendo Entertainment sweater. It has the power button and the reset button down here. And it's a pretty freaking warm sweater. And it's a Nintendo sweater. It's pretty badass. I like it a lot. It's high quality. It's definitely not cheap. I think it was like 60 bucks or something like that, which for a hoodie ain't that bad. But if you go to merchoid.com, that's where I got it from. I figured somebody would be saying, dude, where'd you get that sweater from? Merchoid. It's M-E-R-C-H OID.com. Go to merchoid.com. You'll see the Nintendo sweater on there. You can't miss it. I just wanted to say that real quick because I had a feeling somebody would ask where I got it. So that's where I got it from. $60. But that's all my perler bead stuff. Be looking. Hit up my comments if there's something there that you want and that you like. I'm just giving them away. I think it'd be cool if people had it up in their game rooms or something. Please don't get it off of me if you're just going to turn around and sell it or something. I think that's pretty crappy. I hope nobody does that. You can't make that much off them anyways, but still, that's kind of crappy because I'm paying to ship it to you. But I think it'd be cool to have it up in your game room. I would love it if when you put it up, or whatever you do with it, if it's just sitting on a shelf or something like that, take a picture of it. Tag me on Instagram, Ddenny29. Put it on there. I think it'd be super cool if the stuff I made with my son and the work we put into it and the fun time we had as a family putting stuff together and ironing and stuff like that, if it was up in people's houses and I knew that they were out there and decorating people's rooms, that'd be super cool. That's kind of what I want out of this, is to know that some of my stuff's everywhere and I can't keep everything. You know, I can't be like a gamer hoarder. So, gamer whore. But anyways, you let me know. Post in the comments if you need something. Otherwise, get on my Instagram, DM me, comment on there. I'll be posting them. I'll probably post them in groups so that I don't have too many freaking pictures. Or they do got that slideshow thing now, which I don't know if everybody will see it, though. So I'll post them in groups. I probably don't have time to do that right now. I got to get to bed. But, yeah. Let me know. Thanks, guys.